Soylent Green. It's the year 2012. Are we eating our children? Are we eating bodies of the dead? Yes. Alexander Backman is the story. He's had the story for some time. Now the story is becoming public. Soylent Green. Alexander, could it be?
In fact, we are defiling the temple that God created for us. We are eating ourselves. And through ignorance, which is not bliss at all, through ignorance itself, people are ingesting aborted babies inside industrialized products. It's grave in nature to just think about the process of eating another human being, but to do it stealthily through a silent war mechanism such as the one that the owner of PepsiCo has started around against the population of the world. You know, continuing the Satanism to a mass extreme where the...
It is Satanism, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I think that the Republican Party or the guys that are vying for president in the United States, they're saying, well, let's not discuss 911, let's not discuss the death dumps overhead, let's not discuss the murder meters, just let the chips fall where they may. Let's not bother about these small details. We're talking about aborted babies by the millions being dried and ground up and put into the juices that you drink, or the sodas. How about Pepsi?
Absolutely. I mean, we have Pepsi doing this all over the board. We have Cenomix, which is a very important company out of La Jolla, California, receiving money from transnational companies such as Nestle, Pepsi, Campbell's, Kraft,
Frito-Lay.
Frito-Lay. All these brands that PepsiCo controls. Lay chips.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. You got your Lay chips, and everything that Lay chips has this inside. A dead baby. You know, the other day I was at Subway, and I confronted the clerk on this matter. I told him, all your products are Minute Maid, Pepsi, Lay's, and all of them say natural flavors. These natural flavors are directly put into the product as flavor enhancers by Cenomix, whom is paid millions of dollars per year for their research by Pepsi, by Kraft, by Campbell's. Well, they just got out of the deal because of the bad publicity for their soups.
Well, you know something? We're going to give them some publicity. Some free publicity.
Free advertising.
Oh, boy, guys, you're going to get free publicity on Paradigm Shift TV. We're going to give you a nice big front page spread. We're going to tell the world what you do and who you are. We're going to explain to the people what they drink. Oh, if they thought about it, they might change their mind, but this may be good for your business. There are madmen amongst us.
And zombies.
And zombies. Certainly, the gang Gorini, some of the greenies think, oh, this is good stuff. The Monsanto makes monsters out of you. Oh, monsters out of men? You saying this is an aborted baby, dead baby.
At 36 weeks of age.
At 36. Now that would just grind it quite well, right?
Yeah, Cenomix's webpage, if you want to go, is cenomix.com.
How do you spell Cenomix?
It's Senomyx.
Senomyx.
Their offices are in La Jolla. It's 11099 North Torrey Pines Road, La Jolla, California, 92037.
The address 11099
North Torrey Pines.
North Torrey Pines
Road.
That's in La Jolla, California. Boy.
And then we have this information, you know, this PDF article directly from the government of the United States, from the National Institute of Health, of how they create these flavor enhancers. And you know, I did the research.
These are natural flavors because they're natural babies, right?
Oh yeah, God created
Natural.
them.
God created them,
They're natural.
and they're natural, of course. What could be? I'm
So
sure
they're not lying on the label.
I'm sure that the Gangorinis will appreciate this. This is natural stuff now, guys.
And you know, I discovered here through the scientific documentation that Cenomix affirms inside the official research papers, scientific papers that they handed in to the National Institute of Health, of cloning DNA from dead rats and humans and mixing rat and human DNA for their natural flavors.
Oh, God.
So it's not only humans, it's also rats.
Ratomil.
Rats.
Rats.
Rats. But remember that rhetoric, you know, by Hitler that we are like rats?
Well, they treat us like rats and
the-
cockroaches.
Yeah.
Well, they don't mix the cockroaches in. I don't know. They're just rats and babies. Maybe they think of babies as rats.
Locusts.
Locusts. They do, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
And then that one fellow who traveled around the world on the Calypso,
Oh, Jacques Cousteau.
he wanted to remove 350,000 people per day. If you live in a little village, they're going to have to take out a lot of those villages because they're not going to be allowed to stay if the Illuminati have their ways. Council on Foreign Relations, Club of Rome, Royal Institute of International Affairs. We might even be looking at the Antichrist coming along someday to make it mandatory, like the death dumps and the smart murder meters. Cinomix. Whoa, here.
Insanomix.
Insanomix.
I think that's better.
Insanomix. Cinomix, but we want Cinomix to be a brand name. How does it go?
How does this tie into Ajinomoto? Do you know Ajinomoto, Anthony?
No.
Ajinomoto is the biggest transnational company in the world that produces aspartame. If you thought Monsanto created neotame or aspartame, you don't know Ajinomoto. Ajinomoto is a massive producer of aspartame in the world, but they finance Cenomix or Insanomix's operations over there in San Diego. And you got your aspartame and the new thing, right? Because we're all delusional, as the CDC says, with the chemtrail and the Morgellons. But the new thing...
Well, they say that if you've got Morgellons, it's delusional. But how can a baby be delusional? I mean, the baby hasn't really learned to think or hasn't put it all together. But maybe some of you will put it together. Maybe some of you will come to freeworldalliance.com, commoncrime.net, OurEnglandUK.com, and of course, in Espanol,
Concienciaradio.com,
conciencia.com.
or AlexanderBachman.com.
But Conciencia, that's CIA.
Oh, yes.
Conciencia.
Yes. Yes. It ends in CIA.
Oh, here's this a little baby is reaching out for life.
Yeah, 36 weeks.
What are they going to do with this?
First of all, they're going to crush the cranium, but before crushing the cranium and extracting the specimen, the product, as they say in the official court transcripts, they must insert a tube inside the cerebellum in order to, while the baby's fighting, he's fighting against this, they insert a tube inside its brain to suck out its brains while it's still alive.
Oh, listen, that is, it's wonderful.
Oh, it's in the court transcripts, that's why I'm saying.
It's in the court transcripts, but I didn't quite get it.
I need you to go to AlexanderBachman.com and click on the menu on the top that says Hidden Truth About Abortion, and go there and download the court transcripts that are available at the website Children of God for Life. That website has everything you need to understand how grave the situation truly is. The court transcripts, I read them, I'll confess, I vomited after reading them. They are very harsh and direct, but this is what they have been saying.
But
the doctors themselves...
The American and British people can take this.
Yeah, they have a strong gut.
The Prime Minister says this is all right. He doesn't complain. The President doesn't say anything. He doesn't complain.
For them, it's just a game to kill.
You read the court transcripts on this. Oh, here's a quarter.
Yeah, in God we trust. That's what America has become. They trust in God while all these pieces, let the pieces fall where they may.